everyone, and welcome to our oracle card reading for the signs. I will pull one card from the Sacred Rebels Oracle Deck this week for each of the signs. So yes, the deck that we're working with is the Sacred Rebels Oracle Deck by Alana Fairchild, artwork by Autumn Sky, beautiful artwork, I love it. And Sacred Rebels Oracle Deck is guidance for living a unique and authentic life. I am not affiliated with the Sacred Rebels Oracle Deck or Alana Fairchild in any way, but I do love and adore Alana Fairchild and her work, and I do highly recommend her and this card deck. But today it is the card deck that we will be working with, so I'm thankful that you are all here with me. I will pull a card from this deck for each of the signs, and I will read what I can see in them. And I do ask you use your intuition and your own skills, your own self to also read what you see and feel in the cards. And don't let me override your own intuitive sense. Listen to yourself first. Just let me be a confirmation for you, hopefully. All right, guys, so let's get into it. We are going to start with Scorpio because it is Scorpio season at the time of the release of this card reading. So let's start with Scorpio and get right into it, shall we? Here we go. Scorpio, you have 34 in the world, not of the world. So Scorpio, it's time that you embrace your unique self. It's time to love you for who you are. And if they don't get it, let that be their problem. It's time to embrace yourself and believe that you belong where you believe that you belong. And don't worry about what anyone else believes about where you belong. You love and embrace yourself and follow your own intuition and your own way. And yeah, I feel like definitely love and embrace yourself. Let yourself be wild and free. Do something that you love this week. And even if it's something that people may not like or something, do something that you love. Do it for you. Celebrate you, Scorpio. I know it is your birthday season, so happy birthday, Scorpios. But yeah, I do feel like you're in this world, but you're not of this world, and that's exactly how it's supposed to be. Your unique light is meant to shine the way that your unique light shines, or your unique darkness is meant to be the unique dark that it is. We need that unique darkness to shine our lights too, and we need that unique light to be able to go within our own darkness. So you are needed in this world. Don't think that just because you're not of this world that you're not needed. You are needed, and you do belong, but you belong where you believe that you belong, not where others tell you that you belong. So embrace yourself, embrace your uniqueness. Let your weird flag fly free this week, Scorpio, and embrace it and love yourself for your uniqueness and set yourself free and do something that you love. So I'm repeating myself, Scorpio. So I think that we've come to the conclusion of this. So yeah, Scorpio, be yourself. Love yourself for being yourself and believe that you belong. You got this, Scorpio. Thank you so much for joining me for this message. If you liked it, please hit that like button. Otherwise, leave the rest and be blessed. All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, we got number 29, seeing the true you. And Sagittarius, I get this feeling that you're projecting a part of yourself that you don't want to see onto another. So the person that you're complaining about is mirroring the parts of yourself that need your love. I feel like you're going to be tested this week. I feel like there's a test for you, Sagittarius, this week. And I feel like it's a test of perception. I feel like your perception is going to be tested. I get this feeling of dealing with someone that's hard to deal with, someone that you would want to complain about. But honestly, this someone is mirroring to you a part of yourself that you're refusing to acknowledge. And if you acknowledged this part of yourself, you would be able to integrate and grow and navigate this situation with grace. But if you continue to project onto them, things could fall apart. It's important that you walk in integrity this week, no matter what. And I really don't feel like it's a good idea to complain about this person or to complain about anyone this week. It's not a good idea it's not a good week for complaints. It's a week of reflection, a week of observation, not discussion. Let the discussion come later, but for now, observe and notice and see what's being reflected to you. And if you are willing, first of all, I applaud you. This heavy level work I'm talking about. If you are willing to see what you want to complain about in them as the part of you that needs love, and find that perspective and find the way to properly love yourself, which may look like having a conversation with yourself and asking yourself a part of yourself. I feel like this is a part of yourself that you've denied, you've pushed into the shadow, you've denied, because that's why you would prefer to complain about this person than to face the fact that you have that part within you. You probably take care of it. Like, I feel like you would say, I take care of it better than them. Yeah, you probably do take care of it better than them. But at the same time, it's lacking in some love. And the only way that we can feel loved is if we express what we need to be able to feel loved. You know, like if somebody's going to sit there and slap me and say, I love you all day long, they can slap me and say, I love you. I'm not going to feel loved. I'm not going to feel loved. I need you to quit slapping me. Maybe, bare minimum, don't slap me when you say you love me. And, this happens to parts of ourselves too. There's parts of ourselves that we tend to slap when we tell them that we love them, and it's just not loving. And you need to go to that part, and you need to ask for forgiveness and allow the forgiveness and ask what you can do to help that part of yourself love you more, if you're willing to. I know that's masterful work, Sagittarius, right there. But either way, walk in your integrity. Make sure that you feel good about the actions that you take. Don't complain. And be willing to look at it from a higher perspective, and you can get through these obstacles this week with grace. And I believe in you, Sag. You got this. All right, Sag, that's your message this week. I hope that you enjoyed it. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be blessed. Okay, Capricorn. Capricorn, you got number 39. Free from judgment and free to love. So this is really beautiful, Capricorn. I feel like you're realizing that you've been the devil holding you back the whole time, that you've been the devil that you've been trying to fight this whole time, and that you have the power to set yourself free, to no longer judge yourself so harshly, and to live a life that you can love. I really do think that this is beautiful. Like, I'm seeing you be set free. And like in tarot, the devil card is, it's supposed to be Capricorn. And the devil card, it's always picturing, like, in one I have the devil card where he's standing there and the guy's in the cage, but the cage is open. And the guy just don't realize it, And then in another one, the devil's standing there and he's like wrapped around the two people, but the chains are loose. They could literally get out of them. So that's kind of like the picture and the image that's coming through, but I'm seeing that card being transformed. Like, now I see the guy outside the cage. Like, it's the same card, it's the same devil card, but the guy is outside the cage. And he's like looking at the cage and seeing that the door had been open the whole time. And the other one, I see the people with the chains off of them. They took the chains off and they're standing there holding these loose chains and contemplating on how long these loose chains were on them and how they could have taken them off the whole dang time, but not in a judgmental way. It's not judgmental. It's like very contemplative. So Capricorn, I do feel like you're very fresh in this new freedom and you're very fresh in this new energy. And I would say take your time and just kind of marinate in the love of it all. And yeah, feel your heart and just take note of how your heart feels now that you are out of that cage, now that those chains are no longer on you. You are free to love. You are free to be you. You are free to chase your dreams. How does that feel? And can you believe in that freedom? Can you believe in your ability to chase your dreams? What does it feel like to believe that you are free of judgment, that you are free to chase your dreams, that you are free to love and be? How does that feel? And what does that mean? What does it mean to feel that way? What does it mean? And revel in that and take it slow, Capricorn. This is new territory. It's new, beautiful territory. So there's good news in it, but it's new. And love yourself every step of the way. Give yourself your love because you deserve it. All right, Capricorn, that's the message I have for you. I am so proud of you guys. You have really been through it and back and through it and back again, and you're coming out of a long time of just being tossed around, being tossed to hell and back, over and over. And you've done it, and you've learned a lot, and you still choose to stand on love, and that's beautiful, Capricorn. So there's the message I got for you this week. I hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be blessed, Capricorn. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius, you got number 8. Be the hunter, not the hunted. So, Aquarius, I'm feeling like you need to use your wisdom this week. I feel like you need to make the wise decision, and you must protect your decision knowing that you've made it from a place of your wisdom. Okay, so I feel like I need to point out the difference in knowledge and wisdom here, because knowledge is what you learn, what you know. And wisdom is what you've lived through, what you've experienced that gave you the deeper insight. Like, knowledge is like the accumulation of facts. It tells you what something is, or understanding how. Wisdom is the application of those facts in a way that serves a higher purpose, that serves everybody's overall well-being. So wisdom is more of like the application of knowledge. Wisdom will tell you when to apply your knowledge or why you should apply your knowledge. So wisdom is needed, and it is coming from a place of knowledge. And you must protect your decision to act wisely. Be the hunter, not the hunted this week. Which makes me feel like something wants to hunt you. And you shouldn't allow it. And it makes, like, what I'm seeing is like a hunter hunting a fox who outfoxes the hunter. It's bringing up Bugs Bunny. Yeah, Bugs Bunny vibes is what I would say. Be the hunter, not the hunted. And Bugs Bunny is very wise in how he works to overcome Elmer Fudd, right? So that's the energy I'm picking up here. Use your wisdom and your ingenuity to be the hunter, not the hunted, and protect your decision to do that. Because I feel like I can see Elmer Fudd shaming Bugs Bunny, like trying to, but you can't, don't let it. Don't let the hunted try to shame you for being the hunter, because you know that if you let your guard down at all, they would gladly hunt you. And you aren't hunting them in a way like they're hunting you. Like Bugs Bunny's not, he's trolling Elmer Fudd because Elmer Fudd is going to continue to try to hunt him. And Bugs Bunny's like, well, I don't really want to be hunted, so I guess I'll troll you, So it's, and then Elmer Fudd tries to shame him, tries to shame Bugs Bunny. You're trolling me. I can't believe it. You're hunting me, fool. Like, we don't know. Like, we can't see, Like, you can pretend that we don't know, but that's you pretending I actually know. So, yeah, it's applying your knowledge in a way that brings higher purpose to everyone. And calling out Elmer Fudd for being, the hunter and needing to be trolled like this, that is also very beneficial for everyone else, too. For all the other bunnies that aren't bugs. So... there you guys go. That's the message came through for you this week, Aquarius. I do hope that it helps you. And thank you so much for being willing to go on this wild ride with me. So I hope that it resonates. Take what does, leave what doesn't, and be blessed, Aquarius. All right, Pisces. You got number 24, new birth, guarded vigilantly. Pisces, I feel like this is a new birth of a new thought within, a new thought attitude, but it's still fresh and new, but it's beautiful. And I want to be like, Pisces, you birthed this. You deserve this. You deserve this new mindset, this new attitude that you have created for yourself. But it's still new. It's still very new, and it's still very fragile. So it's taken a lot to get here, and it still takes a lot to keep going from here. But look how far you've come. Look how much you can do. You can still do that. You still have that ability within you. So, Pisces, I want to say, do take time to protect your creations, even the healing creation within you, like everything that you've been working on to heal within you. It's working, and you're doing a beautiful job. but you're still very fragile. So take care to protect that and to keep moving forward. Oh gosh, there was a meme I saw the other day. I loved it, but I don't know if I can remember all of it. Okay, here it is. If you're lost, the answer is education. If you're educated, the answer is execution. If you're executing, the answer is persistence. If you're persisting, the answer is experimentation. So, yeah, I needed to look that up. I like that. I resonated with it. Do you resonate with it? If you do, take it. If you don't, don't. But what I do want to say for you here is the one that's sticking out is if you are persisting, because I feel like you have been persisting and you're doing such a wonderful job and you do need to continue to persist, but maybe experiment in the ways that you're persisting. It may be time for you to experiment. So there you go, Pisces. Experiment with different ways that you can protect this new mindset, this new belief in yourself. Experiment with different ways to do that, and experiment with different ways. Be wise and notice what is working and what isn't working, and be wise with what you choose to move forward with. But also be very gentle with yourself this week. I feel it's very important to be gentle with yourself while you're also very guarded. I feel like it's a guarded from others' negativity. You're not going to allow that at all. And a gentleness towards your own self and a gentle lovingness that you need to give yourself this week, because you deserve it. And only you can give it to you, because you're the only one that could feel it, and you're the only one that has that loving embrace that you need. All right, Pisces, thank you for bearing with me with this message. I do hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be blessed. All right, here we go. Aries, you got number 36, listening for truth. Okay, Aries, so I get this very youthful enthusiasm somehow, because the energy coming out with this card, like this youthful enthusiasm, like you want to move forward, you're ready to move forward, you're like, let's go, let's get them, go. And that's very good and great, Aries, but I feel like you need to stop, pause, and listen before you move forward. There's a message that will change the direction. It could change. For some of you, it's going to change the direction completely. You thought you were going to go this way with that energy, but no, you're going to go that way with this energy. It's going to be much more better for you, much more prosperous, and a lot better. Others, I feel like you need to stop and listen, and a message will come through that will help you to move forward in a way that allows you more joy. So I feel like it's not like, some of you, it is a this or that way, but others, it's not a this or that way. It's a this or a better this. It's like a this or a joyous this, it's like, for some, it's two paths, this or that path. You need to listen, pause, reflect, and you will be clearly guided to the right path to take. For others, it's the way that you take, the way that you're about to move forward is a little bit off, and they're going to recorrect how you're moving forward so that you can move forward in a more loving way, which brings even more prosperity than expected, even more love than expected, even more life than expected. So I do feel like there's a need for pausing and listening and gaining clarity before moving forward, especially on any impulsive actions that you want to take. Like if you can, pause that impulse this week, Aries. If you can, just pause that impulse, listen, and then move forward. And it really is, it's going to make all the difference, whether it's a difference in the attitude and the path is the same, or the difference in a whole nother path and you're just happy to be on it, you know? Either way, I really do feel like it's important to pause and listen and don't be impulsive. Believe in your ability to open up and believe in your ability to act when the time is right. Believe in your ability to open up and receive the message that you need to hear at the time that you need to hear it, so that you can act with purpose and determination and joy. All right, beloved Aries, that's the message I have for you this week. I do hope that it helps. Please take what resonates, leave the rest, and be blessed. All right, Taurus. So, Taurus, you got number 22. She feels, she knows. So first, I want to say, Taurus, I feel like you're being gaslighted. You know what you know. You know what you experienced. You know what you went through. And don't let them gaslight you. Don't let them tell you that they know better. They don't feel what you feel. They didn't live what you lived. They don't know what you know. And it's their problem. If they don't want to believe it, it's their problem, Taurus. And then second of all, I see a lot of chaos going on around you, a lot of chaos. Love and nurture your feelings. Create a space for you to be able to sort your feelings out. You need to sort your feelings out. Create the space that you need to sort your feelings out. You can't worry about them. You can't worry about anyone else right now. You need to take care of yourself. It's time to take care of yourself, Taurus. Create space to sort out your feelings and know that those that you love and those that love you, that are meant to be in your life, will be. But for now, it's time to take care of yourself. And maybe some people that you thought that you could love have showed their true side. And be real with yourself, Taurus. And know that you can find a way to make the most of this. I want to say that you don't deserve this, Taurus. Don't think for a second that you do. You deserve true love. You deserve to feel heard. You deserve to feel supported. You deserve to feel like you know, and that people know that you know. Taurus, take time to take care of yourself. Sort your feelings out and believe in love. This doesn't mean love isn't real. It just means that that's not love. And that's okay. All right, Taurus, I do hope that this helps. I'm praying for you, and I thank you for joining me for this message. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest. Being blessed. All right, Gemini. Gemini, you got number 23. Defend to the end the worthwhile. So Gemini, I see you coming up as like a wise light warrior, willing to fight for what is right. And if you feel and believe that you need to stand up for yourself or others, then give them a piece of your mind, Gemini. Tell them what they need to hear. Fill their ears. I don't know, Gemini. I see you really needing to tell someone off this week. And for some of you Geminis, I feel like you're defending yourself. But for other Geminis, I see you defending someone else. You're making sure that they know that what they did to them was not right. And you are willing to speak up about it. And I just applaud you, Gemini. I'm like, yeah, speak that truth. Speak that truth. Let them hear it, because they need to hear it. They honestly need to hear it. You know, whether you're defending yourself, which I applaud you, because you should defend yourself. Don't let them, whatever, say whatever about you. Or don't let them run all over you. Don't let them run roughshod, They should know better. They should know better, and you will let them know. And also, defending someone else, defending a loved one, it's a beautiful thing, and it really does. When a loved one defends you, it makes you feel special, like I'm worth defending. So you, Gemini, you are worth defending, and those that you love, you know that they're worth defending. And whenever you feel and believe that what's being done is wrong, you are willing to fight for what's right. And that's a beautiful thing, Gemini. Don't push it too far. Just take it as far as it needs to go. Take it as far as it needs to go, Gemini. And then leave it there. And I see you doing it beautifully. And again, I applaud you, Gemini. I applaud you. And speak your truth. Defend your worth, and defend your friend's worth too. You got this, Gemini. All right, that's the message I got for you this week. I hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be blessed. Cancer, you got number 35, conscious connections. So, Cancer, I feel like some of you Cancers are going to be meeting your best friend this week. You're going to be meeting someone that really means a lot to you. Other Cancers, there might be a love coming into your life. But for other Cancers, I feel like this is a conscious connection within yourself. It's the relationship within yourself that is becoming more conscious and coming to life. You're bringing your relationship with yourself to life. But for others, I feel like this best friend connection coming through stronger than the love connection. Like there's a few that is love connection, but there's a few that there's this best friend connection, and that's really cool too. Take it if it resonates. But for most, and I feel like even for the lover and best friend connection coming through, it's arising because of your conscious connection with yourself, your decision to love yourself, your decision to take care of yourself consciously and being aware of how you take care of yourself is what is drawing in the loves in your life. And it's changing the relationship within. I feel like Cancer, you have been changing the relationship within, and this week is going to be one of the first times that you see how the change of the relationship within is literally transforming your relationships without. And it, like these things, like I see certain aspects of your relationship with loved ones changing in a positive way because of the work that you did within. And all these years you thought that you had to fix them. Now you're seeing how fixing you transformed them, and how you never needed to fix them in the first place, and how you always needed to care for you and to love you. And I feel like you're finally beginning to feel that loving, care, nurturing that you can give. No one else can give, but you can, and you're finally letting yourself feel it. And it's very transformative in a lot of ways. It's changing how you think about this. It's changing how you believe. It's changing the way that you make decisions, because you finally get to feel your love that you've deserved all along. So this is very beautiful, Cancer. And I do want to applaud you. And I do hope and pray that this resonates with more Cancers than not, because you guys loving yourself, I really do feel is the key to helping this world transform. So the more of the Cancers that can give themselves their love, the better this world becomes. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for the work that you've put in and for the courage that you have. I know how badly you wanted that love to come from without, but it never could have. No one can give you the love that you give. And I know how hard it was to go ahead and choose, fine, I'll get it from myself. But you did, and you're beginning to see the power in that. And that's beautiful. And I applaud you, and I'm thankful for you. And I want to inspire you and encourage you to continue moving forward with this transformative inner self-love power that you now know that you hold. All right, Cancer, that's the message I have for you this week. I do hope that it resonates with you. Of course, take what does and leave the rest, and be blessed. All right, Leo. Leo, you got number 6, shock of the new. So I feel like this is a good thing. I feel like you're stepping more and more into your own loving power and the wonderfulness of your world, how awesome your world can be. You didn't even know, but this is like new to you, and you're like, I didn't know it could be this beautiful, this harmonizing. I didn't know that the world could be this wonderful, and it's kind of shocking to you how awesome things can get. So I'm hearing that you need to open up to living this wonderful, beautiful world. Open up to living in a world that you can love. Open up to believing that the world can be a place, it can be heaven on earth, that heaven is a place on earth. Open up to believing that heaven is a place on earth. And protect that openness by, having times to open up to it and having times to not, and having space to open up to it, and then understanding whenever you're in the space that you shouldn't open up to it. You know what I mean? Like, protect the openness. Don't just be wide open all the time to allow anything to come in and destroy that heaven on earth. Heaven needs boundaries. You wouldn't be able to experience this if you didn't create the time and space to be able to experience it. So protect your ability to continue experiencing it by continuing to protect the time and the space that you need to be able to live and experience your heaven on earth. And you got this, Leo. You got this. I mean, like I said, you created your ability to get here. You created your ability to feel this alive, so you can create your ability to continue and to protect it, and to understand that there may be times that you don't feel as alive. You don't feel as heaven on earthly. You feel a little hell on earthly. That's okay. That doesn't mean that heaven on earth isn't real. You experienced it. You were in it. It just means that this is not a time and space for that. You know what I mean? Like, understanding, don't allow the hardships and the hells of earth to take away the reality of heaven on earth. Does that make sense? Like, because you might be experiencing heaven on earth. You finally believe it. This is new. I can't believe this could be so good. I didn't know life could be so wonderful. And then bad things happen. Oh, of course, bad things happen because life isn't that wonderful. I was delusional to think that it was. What was I thinking? I was so stupid. See, that's not protecting it. That would be destroying it. And that's the route that most of us usually take. So you don't want to take that route. You want to take the route of, oh my gosh, I didn't know life could be so good. It's so wonderful. This is so shocking and so new. How wonderful life can be. Hardships happen. Well, this is not the wonderfulness, but I do know that the wonderfulness did happen. So I do know that it's possible and I could get back there when I'm ready. But right now I'm not ready because this hardship just happened and I have to deal with it. And so I'm going to go into the hardship and I'm going to deal with it. And then I know that I created the time and space to be able to feel wonderful heaven on earth so I can do it again later whenever I'm ready. You know, that's not destroying it. That's allowing the time and space for it to be, and also understanding that it did happen, not gaslighting yourself out of it either. All right, Leo, that's the message I got for you. I do hope that it helps. Always, always, always take what resonates, leave the rest, and be blessed. All right, Virgo. Virgo, you got number 43, come to life. So I'm hearing it's time to paint yourself true. It's time to create the life. No, you've created that life. It's time to step into the life that you've created for you to live. You created it for you to live in, so step into it and be willing to love it. Even the imperfections, if that's even possible for you, Virgo. Love the imperfect life that you've created for yourself and step into it. But also I'm feeling this message of there's a need to trust your gut this week. There's a need to trust your intuition about when to act, about where you belong, about trusting. There's need to trust your intuition about the beliefs you belong moving forward with, the beliefs that you belong supporting, and the beliefs that you belong letting go. You're going to need to trust you're going to need to trust that you will be able to move forward with the right beliefs and release the old ones. So there's like this belief reset kind of going on for you, where you're releasing beliefs that no longer serve because they worked well in the old life that you didn't create for yourself, but you've created this new life that you need to step into, and you can't step into them with those old beliefs. So you've got to be wise and intuitive about what beliefs need to go so that you can move forward into this life that you have created and you continue to create for yourself and that you want to live. Bring yourself back to life, Virgo. You're the only one that can do it. You need you now. You need you now. You need what you can do now. You need your abilities now. Trust in yourself. Trust in your abilities. You have the love and the support that you need. You don't need it. You have the love and support that you want, if you're willing to acknowledge it. I feel like there's a lot overcome, and there's a lot to be left behind, but there's also a lot to look forward to, and there's a lot to be lived yet. So paint yourself true, come to life, and let yourself be, Virgo. Let yourself be. All right, Virgo, that's the message I got for you. I do hope that you enjoyed it. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be blessed. And finally, Libra. Libra, we got number 18, Spirals of Manifestation. So Libra, I feel like you're kind of feeling a little chaotic. No, you're coming out of a chaotic time and you're finally beginning to grasp and understand the order in the chaos. You're making order out of the chaos that you're coming out of, and you're beginning to see what you can do with it. You need to move forward with your heart. Let your heart lead your way. Trust and believe in your heart and the direction that your heart is trying to take you. Knowing that there's meaning in the chaos. Knowing that sometimes the path isn't as linear. Sometimes it's more curvy and twisty than linear. And trusting the process. If your heart is leading you that way, there is a reason for it. And you're going to get confirmations from Spirit that your heart indeed is leading you that way. So decide to move with your heart. Decide to go with your heart. Trust your intuition. Trust the signs. And be willing to move forward with your heart. Okay, with that coming out so strongly, of trust the signs and be willing to move with your heart, it makes me feel like there's going to be strong evidence in front of you that the heart's way is not the right way. But that evidence is wrong. The evidence that you're facing in the now material reality is wrong. It's not right. Your heart is right. And it's going to be hard to trust your heart because it's going to feel like, but if I go that way, destruction would happen. But that's wrong. If you didn't go that way, destruction would happen. So I do feel like there may be a need to really pause and pray and really get your 3 signs so that you can have the faith of Spirit behind you when you do choose to go with your heart. So pause and pray and be like, God, please, Mother, Father, God, and Goddess of the Most High, please lead me in the right direction and give me 3 signs. I need these 3 signs within the next 24 hours to know that this is the direction that I need to go. And you say what those signs are, just whatever sign coming to you in your reality. And don't make it something that you see every day, make it something that would pop out to you, that you would recognize as a sign from Spirit, that, like, let a crow appear to me 3 times today if this really is the direction. And then if a crow appears to you, especially if it gets right in front of your face and yells at you like 3 times, then you'll have the confidence that you need to move forward with your heart, because you'll be like, okay, this was so crazy. I definitely need to do it. So that's going to give you the confidence that you need to be able to follow your heart, despite the fact that it might seem like it's not going to work out. But honestly, if you look back on the chaos that you've just overcome and went through, it really does show you that what you're seeing in the now is kind of off. It really does show you the reality of that. You don't even need the signs. If you just looked at what you just went through in the chaos of life, it does show you that sometimes things appear one way, but they sure do go another way, don't they? I mean, yeah, they do, don't they? Yeah, so that could also help ease you and help you to be able to follow your heart this week. But follow your heart despite the evidence, and ask for signs and you will be giving them. So there you go, Libra. That is the message I have for you this week. I do hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be blessed. All right, everyone, that is the Oracle card message for each of the signs this week with the Sacred Rebels Oracle Deck by Alana Fairchild, artwork by Autumn Sky. Not affiliated, but love them nonetheless. So thank you all so much for joining me. These were general readings, so if you would like a more personalized reading, check out my website, themystichillbillie.com, and you can get a personalized reading. And if you feel like the prices are heavy or hefty, follow me on social media. I'm constantly running sales and 50% off, 75% off, and I always have giveaways out to be able to win a free reading of any kind off of my website. So check out my social medias, link in the description. Also, check out Goddess Provisions. I need to put a shout out to them because they are so awesome, and they are my collaborators. So check out the link below for Goddess Provisions. They have everything a goddess could need. All the provisions that a goddess could need. So there you guys go. That is our oracle cards for the signs this week. I do hope that you enjoyed it all. If you did, please hit that like button. I am so grateful for all of you being here with me, and thank you all for your love and your support. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, be blessed.